Welcome back to the Lisbonian Lifestyle. I'm your host, Igor. I think one of the most fascinating parts of online marketing to me is the act of getting a total stranger to send you money over the internet, and that's why the topic of influence has always been a an area of great interest to me because I've never really understood why a complete stranger would actually listen to me and do as I say when I ask them to pull out their credit card until many years after I started, I came across a 27-word persuasion sentence that explained why anyone does anything for anyone else. In this short episode, I would like to share with you what this 27-word persuasion sentence is that breaks down the 5 things you need to do to get virtually anyone to do virtually anything that you want them to do. Enjoy.
I'm Igor, and this is the List Building Lifestyle, the podcast for anyone who wants to build a wildly profitable email list working from home. If you'd like to make 6 figures, travel the world, and help people improve their lives in the process, this podcast is for you. I also invite you to claim a free copy of my best-selling book, The List Building Lifestyle: Confessions of an Email Millionaire, at igorsbook.com. Get the free book plus $3,000 bonus package that includes my best capture page templates, email swipe files, and traffic blueprints. Visit www.igorsbook.com for details. And now, it's time to claim your list building lifestyle.
Why do you think it's important to explain to people why they failed in the past? Well, I think one of the first things you have to get right is you have to nail down the problem that your target market is trying to solve and the outcome they're trying to achieve. I think it's very important. It always goes back to that 27-word persuasion sentence that I always talk about. The 27-word persuasion sentence states that people will do anything for those who encourage their dreams, justify their failures, allay their fears, confirm their suspicions, and help them throw rocks at their enemies. And so I think marketing fundamentally comes down to that statement. These 5 things, right? The encouraging someone's dream, the justifying their failure, telling them it's going to be okay and whatever their fears are, that, it's going to be all right, confirming their suspicion, and helping them throw rocks at their enemies. So let's break this down for the market for people who want to make money, right? So first of encouraging the dream. So you've probably seen videos, ads, texts, emails that say, hey, if you'd like to make money online, it's possible. You just have to have the right system. Everybody and everyone saw this before, right? I mean, we see it every day because if you have a dream of making money online, you automatically gravitate towards people who say something like, hey, I've got a way to make money online. And you said, oh, really? Tell me more. You didn't actually say it, right? Because it was internal response. It's like, really? Tell me more. So then what happened is you remembered that you failed in the past. You remembered that you've tried making money online before, or you looked into things before, but it didn't work. So I said, look, it didn't work, but here's why. So if we were doing this in the weight loss market and, I was saying something like, hey, I got a really cool way to lose weight. And then I would say something like, but if you struggled to lose weight in the past, here's why. And I would give you a reason why it failed. I would give you a reason why you couldn't stick to your routine in the gym, why you couldn't, go on counting your calories for 3 years straight, why you couldn't give up sweets or, you were craving those calories or whatever. I would basically talk about it as a reason why you failed in the past. It's really hard to get over a failure mentally unless it is explained why it happened. Let's say I had 3 bad marriages. I mean, it's a pretty big objection to having my 4th marriage. So the only reason to get me into the 4th one is to basically explain to me the reason why my first 3 failed, so I don't make the same mistake again. Only then I can say, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Now I can try again, okay? But if the failure is left unexplained and basically kind of sits there, right? It just sits there and it can sit there for years. I mean, there's some people holding on to these failures for years, for decades, and we're talking overcoming something like that. It's tough. It's really tough to get them to even pay attention to what you're saying unless you talk about this stuff. So you justify their failures. And again, you don't have to do it in the exact same order as it states in the 27 word persuasion sentence, but you want to touch on these things. Then, of course, allaying their fears. So acknowledging that they have doubts and concerns and actually head on addressing them is a good idea. Helping them throw rocks at their enemies, right? So people and things they hate, calling them out and saying you also hate them is a good idea. So, I mean, if you ever heard me talk about, say, Facebook ads being what they are, right? That's a common enemy for us. Like me saying Facebook ads are expensive, they ban people, they're impossible, you can never get them working, overpriced, the people who sign up through Facebook ads don't open their emails. I say all these things and it's relatable. It's something you can go ahead and say and point a finger at Facebook ads, be like, yeah, I've had a similar experience. Yeah, I tried running an ad to an offer and got banned, right? So when I tell a story about getting banned 6 times from Facebook in my book, and it's now been more than that, I've still been trying to get on. So my point being is that we have something that we share, a relatable, a common enemy. There's really a few things unite people better than a common enemy. Like if there's 2 nations at war, but there's a third nation that is at war with these 2 nations, trust me, there's going to be an alliance at some point against that third enemy. It always happens like that. And finally, confirming their suspicion. So basically calling out the things that other people don't talk about, calling out the things that they suspect, but don't know if it's necessarily true. Now, that you can't really make anyone do anything. You can only tap into an existing desire and sort of push people in the same direction. So if somebody has no desire to lose weight, you can't make them. But if somebody has a desire to lose weight but doesn't know how, that's when you can come in and nudge them in that direction.
Thank you for listening to The List Building Lifestyle. Get access to the previous episodes, transcript of today's show, as well as other exclusive content at listbuildinglifestyleshow.com. Also remember to claim your free copy of my best-selling book at www.igorsbook.com. It explains how I made millions with list building starting from scratch. Plus, I'll give you $3,000 worth of free bonuses, including my best landing page templates, email swipe files, and traffic blueprints. Go to www.igorsbook.com now to claim your free package.